to pick up Uncle Freddie. We're going to head out chasing some western Wisconsin turkeys.
Welcome to the Boss Life.
All right. Back on the road. Uncle Freddie's behind me. We're gonna go get the vehicle squared away. It's 3:33 in the morning, and we are headed to a farm where the farmer tipped me off yesterday that he had a bunch of birds out in a freshly planted field. It is the only dirt field on this tract of land. So I'm guessing these birds are out there eating grubs. There's a water hole down there, not that there need any lack of water there. It's been pouring for 2 days, 3 days, steady. So he snapped some pictures to me. He snapped some pictures to me via text yesterday of these birds and where the location was. So he was all right. So I just met Uncle Freddie here in town, and we're gonna head out to the woods, get him situated. We're gonna park it. The weather is horrendous. It's just been storming, so we're gonna sit, no blind, right out in the field edges with these birds because they're still there. So these blinds spook these birds here in the hills. They just don't like them unless they're there for a long time. So we're gonna get at it. Stick with us.
We'll give them hell, right?
Right.
That's all we can do.
They don't die on their own.
Yeah, they'll die of old age. Alrighty.
Uncle Freddie's here.
Got the most important thing on the trip.
Yes.
Just in case.
Got
that hunting trip, God, using that.
What?
Alrighty.
All right.
It's like we're locked and loaded.
So I'm here with Uncle Freddie from Big Game Gut Gloves, and we're gonna go chase some Wisconsin gobblers. It is storming outside. Freddie, how long did it take you to get over here?
Well, it took me 7.5 hours, and the last 2 were through the worst rainstorm I've seen in 20 years. And I've been on the road a lot. So, pulled over a couple times because you couldn't even see. But we're here now, and we're ready to get on them. The weather don't matter when you want to kill birds.
Got my waterproof pants on today. It still is pouring rain out. It's supposed to stop sometime this morning, and the cold front's moving in. So,
Gonna give them hell.
we got to.
Because it's hell hunting.
A penny for your thoughts, little turkey?
I figured make enough racket in this wind, eventually they're gonna come. Oh yeah. Yeah. Best decoy we got. All they gotta do is see the decoys. See the decoys. Curiosity kill the cat most of the times. thing is going to walk all the way around that patch.
Walk through the grass.
No.
My goodness. You know, keep that blind. Just hold on to it.
Okay.
You know.
And I'll just bring it to you the next time I see you.
Yeah.
Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just, the next show I see you, I'll bring it.
Yeah, either that or I'll call you when I'm coming through.
Oh, that works too.
We ain't gotta go,
Monkeying up there in Grease Pit.
yeah.
As that one's wetter than this one.
Yeah. Yeah, plus all the hills.
Oh, yeah. So, Uncle Freddie and I have decided to call it quits for this go-around. We'll do it again. The weather was just something else for the time slot that he was here. I mean, we've had flash floods, tornadoes, I don't know what you call this, fog slash mist sheets, 50-mile-an-hour
Gusts.
winds, wind gusts with the temps are dropping down into the lower 50s right now. So it just, the birds are here, but they're not coming out. You can hear them, and they're hanging tight, as they should. So we're gonna leave it be, and we'll give it a go another time.
Good deal. Thanks for the invite, Mike. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
We had, if there's one thing you have when you go hunting, is good times and good memories. It ain't always about harvesting an animal or a bird. It's about the stories you tell later on in life.
And we got a heck of a story to tell. So here we go.
This segment brought to you by Big Game Gut Glove. Flexible, super tough, and long-lasting. The best field dressing gloves in the industry.
There he's got one there. So Uncle Freddie had to leave. The weather's horrendous. He's got a funeral to attend, so it's my first time sitting in a blind by myself, solo hunt. Uncle Freddie left his blind here. I figure I'd come give it a crack. It's only 9:30 in the morning. Got this gobbler gobbling right over here. So we'll see. Pretty sure he was the one that snuck in down below here. When I came across top, they were coming over, crested the hill. I came and got set up, got in here, doing a little bit of calling. Figured I'd sit here till midday-ish. Give it a whirl, see how it goes. Might get one, never know. That's the boss life.
The ball's in your court, Mike. It doesn't get any more real than this.
But I got 2 more tags. And I just filled one. We got jerky.
So I pulled up in here after dropping off Uncle Freddie from Big Game Gut Gloves. He had to get back for a funeral. And I decided to come up and sit in his blind that we set up for tomorrow morning. And I pulled in and there was a tom with 2 hens. I tried to outflank them, get up here. Well, they beat me, skirted off, gobbling, did some calling, went quiet. About 1 o'clock, 7, 8 jakes come skirting off the logging road, outflanked me, looked at me, wanted nothing to do. So I went silent a couple minutes. Then I got loud for a short burst, and that's enough to, it just drove them nuts. They couldn't resist. They had to come check it out. They got in, didn't like what they saw, turned his back. I didn't realize it at the time, but the bead was knocked off the gun. I still got a couple tags yet to fill, so I'm gonna be back out here. As always, anything goes when it comes to turkeys. Turkeys are one tough animal. You know, as easy as it looks, it's not always that easy. Take a deep breath, collect myself, pack up, brush this blind in, and actually I might even come back in the morning. So stick with me. That's the boss life. I'm back in the blind. 2nd day in a row. I got the decoys moved a little to the left this time. Try to see if I can jump anything off the roost this morning. So I got in here pretty early, about 3:45, set up the decoys, quiet as I could be. It's early, something should be in this field. I brought the strutter with this morning too, so that train's blowing. Feels like it's gonna be a good day.
So when you say turkey call, you mean like, hey, turkey, 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 here, turkey, 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 turkey. No? This segment brought to you by Roostum Game Calls. Did it ever Michael occur to you, Turkey, that you should get out of the way?
I just punched 2 tags, 2 birds. This gun, I was in between the cameras. The kid shut the camera off on this side. He stopped, turned around. I'm tagged out. 3 jigs. 2 days. Same blind. First time ever hunting out a blind for me. Oh my gosh. Rocking my BossLife outdoor gear. Holy cow. Well, there's no sense in whispering anymore. Oh my gosh. I just punched 2 tags. I got a double out of the blind. 3 jigs.
So, day 2 in a blind, first time ever for me. 3 tags filled in 2 days. I switched guns, got the bread out, got in here super early, and man, I got a bird still gobbling here. These birds came from this direction. 2 jigs, I doubled up, tagged out, 3 tags filled in less than a day. Right here. Great spot. We're definitely coming back in here. I'm gonna try to skate out of here without spooking these, but first, will you look at that? Now, if that ain't the boss life, I don't know what is. So I'm tagged out. First time ever in the last 24 hours hunting in a blind for me. 3 birds, punch tags on them. I'm pretty excited about it. First time in a blind for me ever, solo, sporting my BossLife outdoor gear for inside the blind. getting used to fumbling around inside of a blind with equipment is new to me as well. So I pulled it off. I'm jacked. Beautiful birds. I'm filming the rest of the season until next week's season. We got a bunch of tags to fill, so stick with us. It's gonna be good. There's a lot of birds. We're probably gonna go back to the same setup. We got the blind set up there from when Uncle Freddie was here from Big Game Gut Gloves. So it's gonna be good. There's some big old longbeards in there, so stick with us. And as always, that's the boss life.
Oh no, not again.
I just got him. He was going hard. I'm gonna sneak around the corner and go after him.
And that, my friends, is the boss life. This segment brought to you by Nose Trap Turkey Calls.
straight off the roost. Dude, that's sick. Here you go. That's awesome. What's that, back-to-back years?
Back-to-back, doubles, triples.
Doubles and triples. Loving it. We're just going to talk. This is just nuts. So I had a hunch that these birds would be back in here. About a week and a half ago, I was in here with Jack. Same hill, same sort of setup. And these birds moved out. The farmer started working in the field. We moved back in here. Jason flew in last night from Ohio. We got unpacked. It was a late night. So we decided to get in here super early because of what happened last time with getting spooked and bumped them out of the tree last time. This time we did not.
Yeah, it was couldn't have been any more perfect, really. Like you said, long day yesterday. Hurry up, get to the airport. Flight's delayed a couple hours, of course. So get in here late, get to bed midnight or so, and then back up at 3:30, 4 a.m. and back out here and got on some birds. But yeah, it's great. 2 years in a row. We tripled last year, and again, right off the bat, first thing in the morning, and then this year we had these guys come in. So couldn't be more blessed. Yeah, it's perfect, man.
It's so much fun. So much fun. And they came right in. As soon as they saw those decoys, the hens I couldn't really see them with the tree in the way.
Yeah, they were the one. She slipped around the bottom here and came up right next to me, and she was she kind of busted us, but she hung in there and didn't blow out here until these guys come in. So that was good.
And by then it was too late for them. They were still coming.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they were committed. Yeah.
And we had this one off to my left bust as soon as I raised my gun. She putted.
Yeah.
And then they froze. And we're like, okay, can you shoot them? Take them.
Yep, let's do it.
And we got ourselves a devil, folks. Loving it.
When it's good versus turkey, guess who comes out on top?
So, this morning, another quick hunt, reminiscent of last week's hunt. On the roost, we go up on top of the hill. We're eye level with these birds. They pitch down. They come right to the decoys. I asked Jay, initially, once we saw these birds, we heard a bird to the north gobble, and then he went quiet once the birds in front of us started sounding off. Got the cameras on them. At that point in time, I asked you, do you want me to call?
Yeah.
And another one pitched down. We're like, yeah, just hit it. Let them know we're up on top of the hill here. So I took the roostum glass, made a little clucks, purrs, yelps, nothing fancy, nothing dramatic, just enough to make some sound up on top of the hill. And then I grabbed this bad boy right here. It's about the size of a pop can, about the width of a pop can. So it is by Mouse Trap Turkey Calls, and it is beautiful. Just some clucks, purrs, soft yelps. This thing, done. Next thing I know, it turned to Jay. I'm like, there's a bird. He's like, it's a hen. And there's another one. They were coming right into the decoys. They had heard our calls. Next thing I know, I look up and I see two redheads coming right at us. They're strutting. They're coming in. He didn't catch wind of them until they made it right up, 35, 45 yards, somewhere in there. It's hard to see it. It was still, just getting light. So,
Yeah, and with some trees and stuff, we had to kind of lean around, but yeah, we made it work.
So at that point, these toms come in, and they're right in front of us. I go to move my gun, and I get busted by a hen coming up the hill from my left that I didn't see. She starts putting. They freeze. We looked at each other. Game over. We doubled up. Two nice birds. Just beautiful.
Yeah.
So
We're very pleased. We're done early. Same as last year. We got a triple last year. This year
Yeah.
it's just Jay and I. So
Triple last year daylight, so this works out good. I might have to come back up next year, and yeah,
keep
I'll
going.
just plan to be here for one day next year instead of 3. That's all we need.
That's it. We're done. Go home now. No. So if you're interested in any of these custom calls from BossLife Outdoor Gear, contact me and I can get your hands on these same very calls that I'm using to take out these guys with. They are beautiful sounding. They're very, very job specific, most of them. So if you're plucking and purring, this bad boy. You know, if you're yelping, we have others. So there's plenty of great call makers across the country. So let me know. And as always,
That's the boss life.